Today, the Annihilation Legion take on the Stinger Hive Fleet Tyranids, and it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, very different for you today, though Richard is still here. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Nick.
And yeah, of course, we've got my brand new light, which you can see in the background. So hopefully the footage will be a lot better than usual. And, well, Richard is playing Tyranids. How about that?
Yeah, so it's nom 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 nom.
It is.
Rather than wah.
And he's going to be playing my Tyranid army. So let's have a look at it. And here is Richard's Tyranid list. So what detachments are you taking, Rich?
I'm taking a Leviathan, and I'm sort of excited, but nervous as well. I'm hoping my player skill level will get me through the game. But we'll see.
We'll see.
So,
it's going to be a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Definitely fun. So it's a battalion.
Yep.
I've gone with the Tervagon.
Tervagon, which is here. This is my custom-made Tervagon because at the time there wasn't a Tervagon model, so I made my own. So Tervagon, yeah.
I've got the Swarm Lord.
And this guy here is the Swarm Lord. I don't have the real Swarm Lord model. Again, I was just using this Tyrant as a Swarm Lord.
And Tyranid Prime.
Which is here, Tyranid Prime. Then troops, you've obviously got some Gants.
I've got the Gargoyles.
They're fast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in
18 Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, yeah.
Yep.
They're actually under troops in the battle squad.
Are they? They're troops now, are they?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they're troops. Then I've got Hormagaunts.
Hormagaunts, yep. One squad of 20,
Yeah,
one
squad of 10.
Yep.
Then I've got Termagants, a squad of 20.
Yep.
Then I've got Tyranid Warriors.
We have indeed. Now these are, of course, with the Devourers, etc.
Yeah, I've got the Lash Rips and Bounds.
Yeah.
Bone Sword and Devourer.
Imagination there needed, yep.
Then I've got a unit of 10 Gene Stealers.
10 Gene Stealers, just there. Yep.
Then 3 Venom Thropes.
3 Venom Throats. Now I only have 2 models, so we're using this Lictor stroke Ravener model as a Venom Throats.
Then I've got Zona Thropes.
Yep. Unit of 3.
3, yeah.
This guy here is my Doom of Melanti conversion when we used to have that model in the army.
And then I've got...
We don't now.
Yeah, it's a shame I take things out, isn't
Yeah.
it? Morlock.
Yeah, we've got the Morlock, my favourite Tyranid miniature.
Then I've got Parasite of Mortrax. Yeah.
Now this guy here, I bought and painted when it came out. But I've never used it. Richard is using my miniature before I am. How about that?
I'm hoping it'll do well for me as well. And then, of course, the Harpy.
The Harpy, which I love this miniature actually. It's very cool, and I love how it looks in my paint scheme. Okay, so that's the whole list, yeah?
Yeah, and I will have bits and pieces coming in from Tervagon, can spawn some more Termies, and and the Harpy can do spore mines.
Indeed, he's ready with his spore mines on the base look.
Yeah, so I've got a plan in my head. It's just whether I can get it done.
Well, we will see. Okay, here is my Annihilation Legion. It's the same list I played previously. So we've got the Vanguard detachment for 0 CP cost because of the Legion. Heading up my force is a Skorpek Lord, and he's got the Warlord trait and relic from the Legion. We then have a Locust Lord with a Warsigh and the relic from the Legion, and then we have a Hexmark Destroyer. We then have 3 units of 20 Flayed ones, and I've taken Radwreath and Pre-Game Move as my dynasty. Of course, Flayed ones are not Destroyer Cult, as also are not Plasmacytes, so they will benefit from the dynasty code that I've taken. We then have 3 units of Skorpek Destroyers, 3 units of 6, of course, and as I said, 2 Plasmacytes. We then have a unit of Ophidian Destroyers. We've got a unit of 6. We then have over here some heavy support. We've got 3 heavy destroyers with the Gauss Destructor, 1 unit of 5 destroyers, 4 Gauss cannons, and 1 Gauss Destructor. That comes in at 2,000 points, and I have 3 CPs. Okay, so the mission is conversion. We've got 5 objectives, and we are playing in table quarters For reference, we have 6 pieces of terrain in the middle of the table, and this terrain is all obscuring and ruins. So if you're touching, if you're in the terrain, basically you can be shot and you can shoot. We then have some dense terrain in the corners. We're using the Games Workshop map for terrain. Right, in terms of the mission, it's the standard 4 points for 1, 2 points for 4 and 12 points for more. The secondary objectives are about the objectives in your deployment zone. You actually lose a point if you don't hold your objective, and then you gain 4 points, I believe it is, if you hold your opponent's objective.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
the 3 in no man's land are worth 2.
Okay, interesting. Right, that might actually help me then, because I've got Treasures of Eons as a secondary. So yeah, let's have a look at our secondaries. Okay, so the Necrons have taken Treasures of Eons, Purge the Vermin and Assassination, and the Tyranids have taken No Prisoners, Raise the Banners and Fisting. Oh, sorry, Feasting.
Feasting, yes. It might be Fisting. But
I think Fisting sounds better.
It might feel like that.
From now on, it's just going to be called Fisting. Right, we have deployed. We've got my 2 characters with the destroyer units here, the Scorpex here, Flayed one swung around here with more Scorpex. In reserve we have the Ophidians and the Hexmark Destroyer. Richard has his Morlock in reserve. He's infiltrated the Gene Stealers just there. Then he has the rest of his force all in this quarter. So we are ready. We pretty much know it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, this game. It's going to be interesting to see who goes first and who can survive. Let's find out. Here we go. Roll off for first turn. I get a 2. Richard gets a
4.
1. It's a 1, isn't it?
It's a 4. Oh, damn.
Okay, so it's the Stinger Hive Fleet. Turn 1. Okay, so my protocols for this game, I am not selecting randomly like last time because that was useless. I am protocol 6 for this turn 1, which basically means I get +1 to my save. Okay, here we go. Let the onslaught begin. However, of course, I've got my pre-game move to do. I think I said that earlier. So yeah, I've got Relentless Expansionist on my Flayed ones and also Rad Wraith. Now, do I move forward? Do I move forward?
Please.
Not on your Nelly.
Come on.
Only joking. Of course I've moved forward. Right, now there are reasons for me moving forward with my Flayed ones, and these are the reasons. So, I basically move forward onto here because I cannot stop these guys getting in. Richard's got long movement, he's got an auto advance, and he can charge in the same turn. So even if I'd moved backwards, he was in. So I thought I'd be better off just moving at least onto the objective. So at least I'm on the objective. I'm objective secure, remember, with Flayed ones as well. Although these are troops anyway, aren't they? But
yeah.
So that was the reason behind it. At least I'm on the objective. I couldn't stop it, and at least then, yeah, that was the idea. Right, these guys, why have I moved these forward then? Because we've got some Gene Stealers there, which are obviously going to get in. And the reason for that is I'm trying to avoid the Gene Stealers coming over to my Scorpex Destroyers. I'd rather they hit my Flayed ones. So I'm trying to control the Gene Stealers, because if the Gene Stealers get into here, I know exactly what's going to happen, which it is going to consolidate into my Heavy Destroyers. So that's what I've done. I tried to bait him towards the Flayed ones. Over this side, I'm basically just hiding. I am moving forward, but I'm hiding. Because of course I was on this building. I've just sort of come around here. I'm over towards this objective. There's not too much over this side apart from those gargoyles, so that's why I moved them forward. So there you go, that's why I've moved forward. Okay, let me know in the comments box if you think I've just made a massive mistake as we move in to Tyranids turn 1. Right, Rich, so what is your plan with this army?
Well, the plan from the start from the army was to try and pin you in your quarter and just take out the units piecemeal at a time, and just really, I mean, the Harpy is going for your heavy destroyers, because that's the thing that will it scares me with them.
Yeah.
But literally, take out your objective secured, so I can stop you scoring points. I'm going to get the Tervagon's going to do its spawn another lot of term against straight out the door, and it's going to really just fill the board with models and hope that you haven't got enough to deal with it.
Okay, interesting. Right, there you go. We've both revealed our tactics to each other. We agreed to do it. So now we're going to actually go in to turn 1. I think it's the third time I've said turn 1. But here we go, the real turn 1. Okay, so Richard has just moved his harpy. He's gone across my Scorpet destroyers here. Now he's going to do...
the spawn mine system, it's called. I can either drop the spawn mines or a unit I fly over.
Okay.
They're not monsters, are they?
They are not monsters,
so,
no.
Yeah, so it's six dice.
6d6, yeah, and any 4s is mortal wounds.
Yeah. So 3.
3 mortal wounds. That kills a Scorpet destroyer. Okay, so Richard has finished moving. We've got the gargoyles here and this Mortrax guy. Richard's got his whatever it's called. What's it called?
It's
your command protocol things.
The synaptic imperative.
Right, there you go. He's got his synaptic imperative ability, which gave him an extra 2-inch movement within a unit with tendrils, yeah?
A high tendrils unit within.
So this guy had 18-inch movement. Wow. We've got the Hormagaunts here, expected, the Termagaunts here, the Tervagon there, who didn't have enough space to spawn, as he's going to do that next turn. We've got the Zone Throats just moving up here. Swarmy is up over there. We've got the Gene Stealers just there. And we're moving in to the Psychic phase.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I don't need really to...
I knew you forgot. That's all right. Just a second ago I said to Rich, I said, are you sure you've moved everything, Rich? And he goes, yeah, I've moved.
Yeah, no, I'll do the 8-inch charge, because I'm confident I can do an 8-inch charge.
You can move them, I do not mind.
No, I'll do an 8-inch charge with them. And if I need to, it's not a... Yeah, I'll make it an 8-inch.
Just move them. I know you wanted to move them. Go for it.
I'm going to do.
Can't believe you're going back on.
I had forgotten. They blended.
I asked you twice, didn't I?
Yeah,
you sure you moved everything?
They blended in. That's why. It's a nice colour scheme, but it doesn't help with black terrain.
Okay, so now we're going to move into the Psychic phase. Okay, so I've got Paroxysm on these, -1 to wound. And the Tervagon gave himself Catalyst, but he did Perils with a 6/6. He took 1 mortal wound. Right, we're moving in to the shooting phase. Right, first to shoot is the Harpy, splitting fire into my heavy destroyers and my normal destroyers. So into the heavies first, yeah?
Yeah, so it's 6 plus 2d3. So 4.
So 8
10.
altogether.
10 altogether.
6 plus 2d3.
Yeah, 2.
Oh, yeah.
10, so.
I can add up, I promise.
Needing freeze. Everything.
Very nice.
So our strength 8, so freeze again.
Yep. Just 1 misses, so 9 saves. What's the AP?
-2.
-2. Okay, so of course my directive is +1 to save, and I am within 6 inches of this character, so it puts us on a 4 up. We failed 2.
So that's 1 heavy destroyer destroyed.
Are they 2 wounds each, are they?
Yeah.
2 wounds each, ouch. Okay, so 1 heavy destroyer, RP. Oh no,
nice.
It's not even. I thought that was a 5, but it's not.
It's
not even close.
It's nice, nice to dream.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so with the Stinger salvos into the normal destroyer unit.
2 miss.
Yep.
And then, actually, I can reroll 1 of them because of high fleet.
Okay, yep.
So, strength 5.
Toughness 5, yep.
4.
4s. 4?
5.
5.
5 at -1. So it's straight up 3 up save, isn't it?
3 up save, yeah. And I foul 4 of them.
So they're 1 damage each, so.
Sometimes I hate myself. Okay, so 1 damage each, so 1 dead, 1 on 2 wounds, so we can try to RP this. 3 5s and 6s. Come on, Nick. Not quite. Okay, next it's the gargoyles into my flayed ones. You are touching the piece of terrain,
yeah.
So you can shoot me.
And I've got line of sight from the further ones back as well.
Yeah.
So. I will re-roll one of those. I get to re-roll one of them.
Yeah, that's your high fleet, yeah.
Yeah, the high fleet. Well, so these are all strength 5.
Okay, yeah, toughness 4, so 3s.
So
Miss with 3.
minus 1.
Right, 7, yeah?
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah.
-1, so we are going to be on a 5 up save. We make 2, and then nothing else to shoot.
No, it's
RPs. 5s again. We make 2, so 3 in total die. Right, okay, so I wasn't recording the termagants shooting at my flayed ones. The green flayed ones, sorry, yep. Okay, so you need, what do you need to hit?
3s.
3s.
I believe, I'll double check, it might be different for the termies.
That's true, it might be 4s.
That was that way, 1 that way, wasn't it? It's 4s.
It is 4s, right. So we've got a few misses as well.
So these will be 3s.
Strength 4, are they?
Strength 5.
Strength 5 guns and
Flesh borers again.
strength 5. They used to be strength 4, I don't know what they are now.
I'm sure that's. Yeah, strength 5.
Strength 5, they've gone up in the world, haven't they?
-1, yeah, strength 5 -1. So 6 minus.
Minus what? Sorry, 1.
Yeah, so when you say yes, yeah, it's.
Yep, so it'll be on a.
What?
No, they've got normal 4+ save, so.
Yeah, but you
I'm not within 6 inches of a character.
Oh, right,
unfortunately.
So you've got 1 more dice you need, so.
Okay, here we go.
That's not bad.
I'll make 3 die. Finish shooting there.
Yeah.
RP. No. Okay, so we've got the Gene Stealers in here, the Hormagaunts and Termagaunts to these flayed ones. Over here, the Mortrax tried to assault these flayed ones, re-rolled it with a command point and fouled, and then the Gargoyles fouled their charge as well. So we've got these 2 units here to do the assault. Let's see what happens. Okay, assault phase. Richard has just attacked my flayed ones here in the middle. He had 60 attacks and he only got 25 through.
Yeah.
25 through. He needed 4s, so a bad roll. However, he might make up for it now because he's rolling to wound.
Yeah, 25 strength 3,
Strength
toughness
3,
4,
toughness 4,
so 5. Yeah. 2. That's a poor roll. 6 at -2.
-2 on the flayed ones, so it'll be a 6 up save. I make 1, so 5 down, 5 RPs, and 2 back up, so 3 die in total. I have just interrupted the flayed ones on the Gene Stealers. Yeah, let's see what we can do. So here we go. We are needing 3, some in here and some in here, I think will do. And 6s, give me an extra attack.
So you've got a few.
And then there's 4 6s, 5, 6 6s there.
And 8 6s in total.
Right, so another 8 dice. that one misses, and the others all go in. It's not bad. Right, we are strength 4. You are
toughness 4.
You are -1 because of Rad Wreath. So you are toughness 3.
But 1, yeah, so 3s. Yeah.
3s, yeah. Yeah, strength 4, toughness 3. Okay, here we go then. So 3s. Some in here. Some in here. Take out the 1s and 2s.
And there's not many in there.
There's not many.
Okay. That's it.
That is it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 33 at -1. Okay, here we go. Richard's going to roll them in 10s.
4 up saves.
That's a good roll. Are they 1 wound each, yeah?
Yeah. So that's half of them dead.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, they all died. We just consolidated in on the objective there, and that is the end of Tyranid turn 1. Let's move in to Necrons turn 1. Okay, movement phase. I moved the Scorpex up over there with the Flayed ones over there. These Scorpex and the Scorpec Lord just moving in the middle. These moving over here with these here. I'm trying to block the Morlock from coming in as best as possible. We've got these Scorpex just here and the Flayed ones just moving up towards the Gargoyles. That's it. We're going to move into the shooting phase. Not too many guns, but the only thing really that I can shoot at is this, the Harpy. So let's see if we can kill it. Okay, first the 2 heavy destroyers here. So we are out of range of this, which was a bit of a mistake, but I am on the objective. So no reroll to wounds. But there you go. Right, so we need 3s. Both in. Strength 10, toughness
7.
Toughness 7, so 3s. Both in with a double 6. Okay, so of course these are hard to hit. So actually only one of those got through. There's no save for the Harpy, so it's 3d3 damage. That's 2, 4, 5 wounds. How many wounds has he got in total, Rich?
He's 13, so he's got 8 left.
Okay, right, so this unit's here, so we won't make this mistake again. So we are hitting on 3s, but I can re-roll the 1s. So re-roll the 1s. Hitting on 4s, yeah, that's what I meant to say. So the 3s miss, so the heavy weapon misses. Alright, and now we are strength 6.
5s.
5s. But we can re-roll the 1s. We get 3 1s. So we get 1 wound, 2 wounds, 3 wounds there.
And that, what's that?
-3.
1 apiece?
D3 damage each these are. So what save do you get?
6 up.
6 up.
No.
Nope. So it's D3 each one. That's 3, 6, 7, 8 saves. So 8 wounds. 8 plus.
Yeah, it might be worth just doing that. Just using a command reroll to say.
Just going to try to save one of them. Wait, can you do that after I've done the damage? Aren't you supposed to do that before?
I would have done it anyway. Before, because I knew it was. Once we said it was D3, I would have done it anyway.
Okay, go on then.
So,
no, unlucky.
So,
does he explode? Yeah, explodes on a 6. No. Right, assault phase. I got in with the Flayed ones, which it did set to defend, yeah?
Yeah.
So he overwatched on 5+. He killed 2 Flayed ones, but 1 got back up. And then over here, I assaulted with the Scorpex onto the Termagants. I did only roll a 4, which just got me in. So yeah, let's carry on with these assaults, and we'll be back at the end of the turn. Okay, end of the turn. I managed to kill all of these Termagants and the Gargoyles here. I'm on 3 objectives now for treasures. I've got my deployment zone in this quarter and this quarter for Purge the Vermin. And Richard and I both scored 2 points when we took this central objective. It's 2 points just for taking 1. So, that was it. End of Necron's turn 1. Let's move in to Tyranids turn 2. Okay, Richard is on one objective, so that's 4 points. He's just spawned out some termagants. My protocol is +1 to the charge. And we're going to see what Richard can do in his movement and psychic phase.
In the movement, they're coming down. He's coming down.
Oh, Morlock. Morlock. Okay, the Morlock has come down here. We've got some movement with this spawned unit of termagants. We've got the Tervagon, Swarmlord and Prime, all three characters coming to the middle of the table. And over here the Parasites of Mortrax is eyeing up these Flayed ones. Right, so Terror of the Deep, what's going on, Rich?
Right, so I get two to that one, which is a white dice. So on the 3 to 6, it's D3 mortal wounds.
Right.
On the 7, it's D3 +3.
Okay.
+1 to the red.
Okay, so the white one is on the Flayed ones, red on the Scorpic Destroyers.
Is that classed as part of that unit?
No, it's not. It's a separate unit.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and I'll do one for him as well.
What range is it?
6 inches. Is he within 6 inches of us? No, he's not, so it won't be.
Okay.
2 to that.
That's 7.
1 to that.
Yep.
That's 7. That's D3 +3 mortal wounds each.
Okay.
Unit.
Yep.
So 3 models from that.
On the Flayed ones, yep.
Do the Flayed ones first. 6 models.
Yep.
4 mortal wounds to that one.
Okay. Okay, psychic phase over. I've taken a massive battering from all of the psychic powers coming in, doing mortal wounds. The Zone Thropes did a super smite, killing 9 in total, Flayed ones, and then I lost some more from these two guys here. And actually, he did Catalyst on himself, didn't he?
Yes.
So
there's his Swarmlord.
Yeah, Swarmlord and the Zone Thropes.
Zone Thropes.
Basically, I had 17 left. Now I've only got 3. So yeah, that happened. Right, moving into the shooting phase. Right, all the shooting that was available to shoot went into my Flayed ones here, and with some good saves and some good RP, I survived. So 2 Flayed ones left as we move into the assault phase. Okay, the Morlock is in the Tervagon and the Prime is in here. Swarmlord failed his charge onto the Scorpic Destroyers, and the Parasites of Mortrax is here, and Richard has decided to fight with him first. So he gets 6 attacks, yeah?
And 1 with the barbed of the Propositor.
Right, that sounds like a mouthful. I'm glad I'm not having to say that.
So all 2s, hit on 2s.
Hits on 2s.
I can re-roll.
Okay.
So all hit.
Yep.
That's strength 6.
Okay, I'm toughness 4, so 3s.
Oh, I haven't got it.
No, you used your command point on a re-roll, didn't you?
Yeah, so it'll be just these now, which is strength 5 will be 3s as well, isn't it?
Yep.
So
5. Any AP?
-2.
-2. Okay, so it's a 6 up save. 5 of them, yeah?
Yeah.
I make 1.
So
4 dead, and then RP. Get 2 back up. Okay, so I interrupted for 2 CPs, and with my plasma sight doing what he does best, these guys took out the Morlock, which was very good because obviously the Morlock didn't attack me. However, my 2 Flayed ones over here died, of course, and I've got the Parasites down to 1 wound, not quite killing it. And that's it. We're going to move in to turn 2 for the Necrons. Right, end of movement, turn 2. So I've moved the Scorpic Destroyers and Flayed ones up over here, brought the Hexmark Destroyer in, trying to kill one of those before I assault so that I get the bonuses from the Legion. Over here I've moved all the Destroyers within range of the Locust Lord, and my aim of course is to try and shoot out some of these big nasty things in the middle. In the meantime, I've moved the Scorpex and the Scorpec Lord up here, And these guys here are making their way towards the middle, a bit of a backup, because don't forget we've got horrible Swarmlord over there as well, and the Flayed ones are just locked in combat. Right, let's move into the shooting phase. Okay, end of the shooting phase. For reference, Richard's turn card is a 4+ invulnerable save on his monsters and a 5+ invulnerable save on the infantry, and it served him quite well. I shot all of these guys into both of these characters. I did get this guy down to 1 wound, and this guy is currently on 13 wounds. Over here, the Hexmark Destroyer did really well thanks to the low toughness of these guys, and I managed to get them all apart from 1. However, that is going to stop me getting Purge the Vermin for this quarter unless I make a massive charge on the Flayed ones, but do I want to do that because Swarmlord is right there? We will see. Okay, so that's the shooting phase. Let's move into the assault phase. Okay, assault phase over. I did manage to kill the Tyranid Prime with this unit. These here took this guy down to 9 wounds, and I did lose a Scorpec Destroyer. Actually, I lost 2, but 1 got back up. Richard is racking up his no prisoner points. And over here, I killed the parasites. So I got maximum points for treasures. I got 3 points for Purge the Vermin. And I got 3 points for assassination. As we move into Tyranids, turn 3. Okay, so Richard is using the same Tyranid trait because it was really good. So yeah, a 4+ invulnerable save on these beasties. My protocol this turn is to fall back and reassault. Okay, let's see what Richard does. Okay, end of movement and psychic phase. So we've got Swarmy coming up here, the Zone Throats coming up here, loads of psychic powers, loads of mortal wounds. I just have 2 Scorpec Destroyers left and 1 is on 2 wounds. And that is it. So we're going to move into the shooting and assault phase. Okay, end of turn 3 for the Tyranids. I lost all of my Scorpec Destroyers here apart from this one dude who's locked in combat with the Swarmlord. So, Richard is making a bit of a comeback here as we move into Necrons turn 3. Right, Necron turn 3, I scored 12 points for being on 3 objectives. I've moved these guys back here. Richard's fisting secondary is to kill characters, so I'm obviously a bit wary of that. I've also deep striked in my Ophidian Destroyers here, moved the Flayed ones up here. Potentially, if I fell a charge, I got another charge. I'm eyeing up those horrible Zone Throats, but obviously we've got these nasty things here. I couldn't escape with this guy, so I put him there. The idea is, if I don't kill this guy and he's only down to a couple of wounds, I can potentially finish him off. Don't forget, I need to kill characters as well because I've got assassination. And I brought the Flayed ones up over here, potentially an assault. And I moved these guys back, and I moved that character, the Hexmark Destroyer, back as well to stop Richard from killing him. Okay, we're going to move into the shooting phase. This Heavy Destroyer is touching this building, so I can shoot. And I'm eyeing up the Tervigon. Oh, and actually I'm going to fall back here, yeah, because I've got fall back and reassault. Right, shooting phase. I shot everything at the Tervigon and got him down to 2 wounds. Right, I got in with the Flayed ones. I killed 1 Zone Throats and got the other one down to 1 wound. I lost 1 Flayed one. These did try to assault the Swarmlord, but I failed, which is why I actually charged with the Flayed one, so I left those on the objective. Over here I charged with the Scorpec Destroyer and the Scorpec Lord. I tried to assault with the Flayed ones, but failed my charge even with a reroll. And I killed the Tervigon. So that gave me my Assassinate points. And I also got 4 points for Purge the Vermin and another 5 points for Treasures of Eons. As we move into Tyranids, turn 4. Okay, Tyranid turn. We just looked at the rules slightly closer for the special ability using those cards. What are these called? Whatever they're called.
Imperative.
Synaptic Imperative, that's it. You can't actually select the same one twice. So Richard selected a different card this turn. Right, I've had some more heavy smiting. I lost 10 wounds from the Zone Throats here. And I also lost a lot of wounds on this guy. He's down to 1 wound. that is it. We are moving into the assault phase. Okay, end of Tyranid, turn 4. So the Swarmlord multi-assaulted. He killed both my Scorpec Lord and Scorpec Destroyer. I used 2 CPs for the Special Legion stratagem, and I fought after I died. I did a few wounds, got Swarmy down to 9 wounds. Over here, the Tyranid warriors took a couple of flayed ones out, and then I killed all of the Tyranid warriors except for one who's on 1 wound. And that was it. So we're going to move quickly into Necrons, turn 4. Okay, in the shooting phase I shot all of the guns at the Swarmlord, got him down to 1 wound, assaulted with the flayed ones and couldn't kill him with his 2+ save. So yeah, Richard saved everything that went through, and then he killed a bunch of flayed ones. Got 5 flayed ones left. These flayed ones did kill the last remaining warrior. Then over here, the Scorpex assaulted the Zoanthropes, and I killed one of those. He did nothing in return. And that's it. We're going to swiftly move on to the last turn, turn 5 for the Tyranids. Okay, we both had our turn 5. Richard annihilated all of my flayed ones here. These Venomthropes are nasty now. Remember when all they did was give you a cover save. They're pretty awesome now. Killed all of my flayed ones. Swarmlord killed the other flayed ones. And that was pretty much it. And then in my turn, I basically shot out Swarmlord there, which...
Horrible neck.
Horrible neck, exactly. So let's have a look at the points. I maxed out on primary here. I got 15 points on treasures. I actually scored 20, but max was 15, obviously. Purge, I scored 15 points. Assassination, 13 points. 98 points in total. And the Tyranids got 24 points for primary. No prisoners, maxing out on those points. 5 points for banners. 6 points for fisting, giving him a 60-point total score. 98 to 60. The Necrons are victorious.
Thank you, Nick. That was a brilliant game.
It was a great game.
We'll come back and do this another time.
Yeah.
Now I know a little bit more about the list. I can.
Absolutely. No, really fun game. Thanks very much. And
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you would like to see some other battle reports, here's a playlist for that. And if you want to find out all about my list, then here's a video just for you.